Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm a private guys. Thank you so much for all your support. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome to my channel. Please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that whenever I upload new video, you get notification. Today I'll be making simple kaftan. I'm going to use this African print for it. This is 3 years 14 inches, nearly 3.5 yards, because 3.5 yards is 3 years 18 inches. So because of my length is 60 inches and then 1 inch for seam allowance, so I have 61 inches. This is how I folded my fabric. This is 3 years 14 inches. I'll fold it into two. This is for the front and this side is for the back one. This one, the length is 61 inches and this side the length is 61 inches also. So I'll fold it again. This is the center front, this side, and this side is this side. So now I'm going to mark on the fabric. For you to get your sleeve length, you will measure from your center back to where you want your sleeve to be. Like this one, I have about 22.5 inches, but I will only fold the edge. I will just only fold 1 inch here, so remaining 21.5 inches. So, but this is how you measure your sleeve length. From here, you will take the measurement to where you want it to stop. To where you want it to stop. I'm going to mark on the fabric neck width of 3.5 inches and neck depth of 4.5 for the front neckline. For the back neckline, 1.5 for the back one. I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. On this side, I'll mark 8 inches. I'll come down by 1 inch. I'll connect it from this shoulder slant. I'll connect it to the neckline, to the edge here also. So I'm going to take the measurement. From shoulder to 17 inches is my waistline. From shoulder to 24 inches is my hip line. And to 60 inches is the length of the dress. Then I'll have remaining 1 inch for seam allowance. So now I'm going to mark my waist measurement and my bust measurements. For me to add my bust measurement, from shoulder I'll come down. From shoulder, this is half of my round. My round down hole is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I have 9 inches here. But because this is kaftan and it's cut together sleeve, I'm going to add some inches for ease, like 2 to 3 inches for ease. So what I'm going to use, from my shoulder to 12 inches, I'm going to use 12 inches. I'm going to mark my bust measurement on this line. My bust is 46. 46 divided by 4, because the fabric is folded into 4, is 11.5, plus 1 inch for ease is 12.5. You can use half inch for ease, you can use 1, you can use 1.5, depending on how loose you want it. So this is my waistline. From shoulder to this line is 17 inches, my waistline. So my waist measurement is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10, plus 1 inch for ease is 11. From shoulder to this line is 24 inches, my hip line. My hip measurement is 46. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5, plus 1 inch for ease. So I'll use the same measurement, my hip measurement, I'll mark it to the end. But on the lower part of it, I can't sew it to the end because I'll leave a little bit of space so that I can walk freely. I want to go through it. My neck width is 3.5 inches. My back neck depth is 1.5 inches and my front neck depth is 4.5 inches. From shoulder to this line is 12 inches. I marked my bust measurement on this line. So my bust is 46. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5 plus 1 inch for ease is 12.5. I marked 12.5 here. From shoulder to this line is my waist measurement, my waistline. My waist measurement is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10 plus 1 inch for ease is 11. From here to this point is 11 inches. From shoulder to this line is 24 inches, my hip line. My hip measurement is 46. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5 plus 1 inch for ease. From this edge to this point is 12.5 inches. So I use 12.5 inches, my hip measurement, to this point. So because I will sew from this bust measurement to this point, I will not sew it all the way to the end because so that I can walk freely. So from the edge here, I marked 14 inches from here. From the edge here, I marked 14 inches. So 1 inch is for seam allowance to hem it, then 13 inches is for slit so that I can walk freely. So I have the same measurement on the back also. So but now I'm going to cut it. I'll cut the back one first. After cutting the back one, then I'll cut the front one. I'm going to cut the back neckline first. After that, I'll remove the back one and trim the front neckline. So now I'm going to remove the back one. Trim the front neckline. So on this side, I will open it on this side like 5 inches, 4 to 5 inches slit. Inches slit. So okay, I will open it. This is the front one. I'll put the back one on top of it, right side facing each other because this is the right side of the fabric. I'm going to join the shoulder. Right side facing each other. I will use 1/4 inch to join the shoulder. This side and this side also. I'll do it and show you. I've joined the shoulder with 1/4 inch. So I'm going to turn it now. The right side is inside. This is the shoulder. So I'm going to turn it. To the right side of the fabric. I'll press this before I sew it. What I'm going to do next is to sew these two sides from bust measurement to this point. Then this one will be open so that I can walk freely. Then after that, I will hem the lower part. If you want, you will do it first, or I will now tidy up the neckline first before I will do the side, before I will now sew the side. So on the front, you can see the front one, I have slit here. I want to sew this. So I want to sew this on the front neckline on the right side of the fabric. So what I have here is 5 inches and 25 inches. On this side is 5 inches 25 inches, but it's optional. You can do how many inches you want. So I'll put it like this and use ½ inch to sew it. After that, I'll turn it. It's very soft. I can turn it like this. It's chiffon, very light chiffon. So I'll press it. Before I sew it, I'll press it. After that, on the right side of the fabric, I'll put this like this. On the right side, I'll pin it. I'll come down ½ inch for the neckline. ½ inch, I'll come down, I'll pin it. Then this one also, I'll turn it, I'll pin it on this side. I've pressed the shoulder and the stripe. So I've pinned the stripe on the slit here on the neckline. I came down by ½ inch, I pin it. I did the same on this side. So I'm going to use this bias to tidy up this slit first. This way, I'll sew it this way. After that, I'll now tidy up the neckline. I used bias to tidy up the neckline. So what I'll do next is to sew the two sides. From my bust measurement here, I'll sew on this line, to where the slit will start. I'll do the same on this side. I have the same measurement, the same marking on this side to where the slit will start. After that, I will now fold the edge, or the edge. I'll also hem the lower part. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.